Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new game. Here we are on Forza Motorsport Apex 6. I'm in a 1971 Ford Mustang. We're going to see if we can get this thing around a track in the wet. Yes, you heard it right, in the wet. These cars are notoriously difficult to drive in the dry because they tend to, kick their asses about. So we're going to see if we can manhandle these beasts in the wet. Now, this isn't so stupid as it may sound, because Ford went through a couple of big phases with the Mustang. Their first phase, which you'll see at the end of the video, was the small, nimble, sort of two-door, medium-sized V8 engine. And then, the middle years, they went to a little bit bigger, bulkier, bigger engine, and then they got to, this is a 1971 model, but 71, 72, 73 were the proper boss Mustangs, the 428 V8 in the front. These cars are good, good fun to drive, especially in the wet. You just hang the arse out everywhere and you're sliding all over the joint and having a jolly good time. This lap here I messed up the first corner, but we got through it okay, and up the back straight here. Well, I call it back straight, sort of a kink area. A lot of water on the road. That's one of the things I've noticed with Forza, is that they definitely do a good job of having the water built up on the track, which is a really good aspect to the game, and I really enjoy it. But we're coming around the last corner now. Now this lap I don't think goes very well. Yeah, 349. Yeah, 349. I don't know. Must have done something wrong. Anyway, so we started lap 3 now. Come down into the first corner, get it nice and slowed up. I have got the ABS on in the wet. That's all I have on. I don't have any other traction stability control things on. As you can tell by the huge tank slapper I had coming out of that corner, and yeah, believe it or not, this thing doesn't like the wet. But yeah, we're sliding all over the place like a slippery snake in a sausage sizzle. I've fallen off the road again. I've discovered these cars are very good at mowing grass as well. So, overdrive lawn mowing service. We turn up in a big V8 Mustang and we slide about on your grass for a bit. As you can see here, I'm doing a fantastic job. That lap was better, but still a bit average. But anyway, considering how wet it is, not too bad. We're down into the first corner on this lap. We've already messed up by this stage. We're sideways in a straight line, as I've already been waffling on about, if you pay any attention to what I'm saying. So we're just having a bit of fun now, getting the thing as quick as I can. Yeah, this game is really good fun. I mean, the wheel support isn't great. I've got a G27, but yeah, it's good fun. I haven't got the best computer. Definitely haven't got a super computer, but it's okay. We run at pretty stable 30 FPS when there's only one car on the track. But yeah, so we're embarking on lap 5. Some reason, oh yeah, now that was a 149. I don't think that. Yeah, that's right. I end up in the field here as well. Good old Flanders field once again. Yeah, so I don't think I go any faster in the Mustang. I can't remember the time off the top of my head. We'll see it in a momento. But yeah, no, these cars are a handful in the wet, as you can see by the fact I'm facing the wrong way now. And, flat to the floorboards in first gear and not going forwards is always fun. But yeah, no, these cars are absolute gems to drive. But once again, you've got to be good at sort of controlling them. As you can tell by the footage, I'm not very good at controlling them. So I thought, okay, 6th lap. Let's put in a good lap time and, get this puppy mobile. If I remember correctly, it doesn't go well, but we're about to find out, I guess. Yeah, there's a big puddle just there on the left. We just went past it. If you hit that puddle, you get pulled straight to the left and you completely miss the first corner. It happened a couple of times to me in testing. But yeah, you just got to be wary of puddles and that sort of thing with these cars, because they really get affected by them. But on the whole, considering they're, I think what's this one, 71, that's quite a few years old. I think they're awesome fun to drive. I love them, but I guess they're not everyone's cup of tea. But if you like big American muscle cars, then you're watching the right video, believe it or not. And the time, my best time was a 49.880. Up next is the 1965 Ford Mustang. I don't even know if they call them sedans. They're a sedan. Now, the first thing I noticed with this car, a lot more forgiving, and I'm not really sure why that is. This car, you seem to be able to launch it in a little bit more and get away with some of the sliding. The 71 model seemed really tough to, sort of keep from rotating, so to speak. But this car seemed to be a lot more planted. It seemed to be nimble, which you'd expect considering it's a lot slower. I mean, not slower, lighter. But yeah, it was just funny. This car was really nice to drive. I mean, you felt the water effect a lot more. You felt the car move around because it is lighter. But I'm pretty sure this is a GT350. Don't quote me on it. I can't remember what car I actually have in the game. All I know is it was a Mustang with a V8 in the range. Now, see, the good thing is that with this game, they put fences around the crowds, so you can't get tempted to go and spin the thing into some crowds. Because Mustangs don't need brakes, they just put people in front of them. It's a shame that the old pony cars got that sort of reputation now, but may as well make fun of it whilst we can. But yeah, we're flying along here, and watching out for all the big puddles. 150, 160, 165 as we're on the brakes in the second to last corner. Not quite as quick in a straight line as the 71 model, but it seemed to me that you can carry more speed through the corners, and it stopped about the same. Obviously wasn't quite as fast in a straight line, but yeah, 50.8 that lap. So I mean, we were a second off the 71 model after lap 2. So this car is already really nice. It's going well. That was a monumental slide, but as you can see the left hand side, I got a perfect turn award. Yes, that means I've turned the car perfectly. I don't really know if you could call driving a Mustang turning. It's more like sailing a yacht, especially in this weather conditions here on the Top Gear test track. But yeah, good fun. I love Forza Apex 6. Best thing is it's a free game. You can't go wrong with a free game. And that lap was a 48.833. Yeah, that's a complete second faster than the 71 model. My reasoning for that is definitely the weight. I just feel like this car, you could throw it into the corner. Yeah, okay, it looks like I'm having to work harder, but all of the slides that this car had were really, really, really easy to catch. You could just throw it into the corner, a bit opposite lock, put your welly in it, big slide, like you're making love to a French woman. But yeah, so this car seemed pretty nice to drive. The 71 I love. My favourite Mustang is from 71 to 73. I've always been that way, but the early ones do handle well. That lap was a 49.1, not quite as fast. We did have a little bit more sliding going on, but yeah, that puddle there, you just end up going straight ahead there, and that's frightening when it happens. I've buried these poor old Mustangs in my practice laps. I've buried them in so many different fences that it's not even funny. But yeah, this run I cut a little bit short after sort of 3/4 of the 6th lap, because I realised I actually set it to 8 laps. Yeah, just having a bit of fun here. But yet the thing's still if I hadn't, if I had committed a little bit more, would have got stopped at the time. But yeah, so the best lap for this was 48.833. The best thing about this car, I still reckon, is just you can just throw it in, flick it the opposite way, and you whap, 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 whap. You know what I mean? As the car's demonstrating here. Yes, so nice car to drive, having a bit of fun now, and this lap goes on for a little bit longer, and then I cut it short. But yeah, 48.833, so a complete second faster than the 1971 model. So far in the Forza career, I've only unlocked 3 Mustangs. I'm not sure how many there actually is, but we'll find out, I guess. And one day I might revisit this with a dry track, and when I get used to Forza a little bit more. Nearly binned it in the tyres there, having a bit of a shit and a giggle. Spun it out, all good fun. Once again, foot flat in it in first gear, still going backwards, which is brilliant. What I'm doing here, playing around with the brake pedal, bit bored. But yeah, so 71 Mustang, 49.8 something seconds. This thing, 48.8 seconds. So big difference, only a couple of years age. But up next is sort of a middle car. It's middle era, but should be fun. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's a silver 1969 Boss 302 Ford Mustang. And as you can see already by the interior, you can just feel the difference of the car. This thing was horrendous to drive. I'm going to say it now. You're going to see in the footage, but it was just weird. Like, it was a 71 sort of speed, but it just didn't turn. Like, you just throw the back out absolutely everywhere. As you can see here, I'm in the field once again. Mustangs mow lawns. Crowds and lawns, they mow both. It's all good fun. Nobody gets killed much, and we move right along. Yeah, the puddles really affected this car. I don't know why. It was weird because the 71 wasn't really as affected by the water on the road. The 69 and the 65, you really felt the water. 65 was miles faster, and the 69 just didn't turn. Like, you swing it into the corner, immediately... Well, that was a bad example, but anyway. You throw it into the corner and immediately you're on opposite lock trying to correct the slide. And I know it's wet, but I just can't see that being a good thing. Coming into the second corner here, throwing it down to first gear. Once again, I'll say this now, I was using the automatic gearbox because I have my shifter on my G27 set up for iRacing, which is a sequential shift. And it doesn't like being a H pattern anymore. But that's all good. We gloss over that and use an automatic transmission. But yeah, so once again, coming down in the second last corner, there's a lot of water on the braking zone there. That has been the whole time we've been doing this run around in Mustangs. Actually got stopped okay for that time, but immediately, the second I touched the brake pedal, I'm sideways as hell, and you know, that was a 50.5 second lap. Just wasn't flash. Like, it didn't feel flash, and the lap times prove it, really. I mean, 49.8, you know, to go faster than the 71 model, and it just couldn't do it. Like, 50.3? You know, we're half a second off the newer car, which is unusual. But then, was that 1.5 seconds off the older one, so I gave up here and did some circles, but, trying to get a little bit of heat into the tyres. I think that was also another problem that the 69 Mustang really struggled with, was getting heat in the tyres. The other cars actually, even though it is raining, believe it or not, I know it's hard to believe, but even though it was raining, I still felt like they were getting a little bit of temp up. This thing just wasn't getting any temperature in it. I think that definitely didn't help it. But I mean, once again, it could have more power than a lot of them. Not really sure. Once again, haven't looked into this game enough. I've literally just got my computer running with the 770 in it so I can run this game and record. So yeah, I haven't really looked into power figures or nothing. So yeah, we'll learn a little bit more about not Horizon. Eventually, I'll get Horizon 3, maybe. But anyway, we'll learn a little bit more about Apex. We'll learn about power outputs of certain cars, and yeah, I'd like to once again, a little bit like BeamNG, I'd like to do a series on this eventually. And this new graphics card makes it a lot easier. As you can see, I spear off the road, taking the last corner, cutting some more lawn. Yeah, note to any buyers of Mustang lawn cutting services, if it's wet, they're probably going to leave some pretty big skid marks everywhere, and the operator won't be bored, that's for sure. So I came around to commence the 5th lap. See, right there, right where they spawn you to take off, huge water puddle, so any of the initial laps, you just spin all the way through 2nd and I think even 3rd gear, you're still spinning the rear wheels. It's like, they definitely don't spawn you in a very nice place. That was pretty goodly English, mudly. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of water also built up just off the track. So when you do fall off the road, you fall off the road quite well. So yeah, it's all good fun, and completing lap 5 here, once again sideways as hell. This car was just not doing what I wanted it to do. We come across to cross the line. It was a 50.1, so we're a little bit closer now. And then the 6th lap all goes to poo. I get into water and spin basically in a straight line, cut some more grass, and yeah, we get away back on the road, but we don't really give a rat's ass about this lap from now on. So yeah, that was 65 is just so much better. But that'll be it car-wise for this video. If there's any more Mustangs I unlock, I shall do another video. But until next time, I'll catch yous later.